Hey man, how are you doing?
I'm fine,
Yes.
thanks. A little cold.
Yeah. Cold, yeah. It is cold. Um it is cold here too. Right. Let me see. Gainer says he's coming back is coming in 10 minutes.
Oh, I
Um
know Wilson.
yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
yes,
Wilson.
yes. And no, Kainer says also that is coming. I've sent the invitation to conversation. The class. Okay. Wilson.
Hello.
Hello, Wilson.
Tell me.
How are you, man? Good. Excellent, man. Excellent. Let's see. Who else is coming? Well, Kainer says in 10 minutes he'll be with us. The other hasn't said anything.
I having my headsets.
Sorry?
I having good headsets.
Uh, can you hear me well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no worries. The headset is a plus, but if you don't have it, well, we can do it without it. I can hear you perfectly, man. So that would do. That would do the trick for today. Um, what else? Okay. Hey. Okay. Okay. No problem. Now, I don't. Oh, Liliana. Yes, and remember that I lost Liliana yesterday, Andres. We were with Liliana.
Yes.
Left. She was from the other group actually, but she didn't show up uh, to the 2 o'clock appointment with the other
Well,
group. Yeah, and I don't know. It's just like I felt bad because I didn't mean to for her to feel like
yes,
upset or
but
anything. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyway, I don't think she's coming back, but she's connected. I don't know. I'm gonna invite her. Okay. I invite her anyway. So, I don't know if she wants to join this.
okay. Hope she shows up.
But yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm just gonna send the
So, how's your day going?
Um, yeah, can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Okay.
I know exactly. Okay, there you go. I've published the link. I've sent the invitations. That's pretty much what I could do. Okay, so we have a couple of topics for today. We're gonna do these provisional topics because I want to work on the topic list that it was provided for the course. I want to change. In the last group, they suggested phrasal verbs. You know the phrasal verbs? Yeah, given or taken.
Yes.
You know it, Wilson. You seen the phrasal verbs?
It's, yes, sir. I know some facial birds.
Very good. That's all you need to know.
That's
Some phrasal verbs. We don't need to know them all because they are. I have a
not
dictionary. It's this
a lot
thick.
of,
Yeah, there are
not
plenty of
many,
them.
many, many.
Yeah, I have a dictionary. It's this thick. So I don't. We don't need to. We don't need to learn them all because 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 some of them are not useful. Some of them are not useful. Some of them are not very common. Uh, and some of them are just very specific. So either are not very common or they are extremely specific. You can only use them for very particular context, or they are archaic. They are not. They are not used anymore. So we're gonna try to focus on the top 100 or the top 20 most common phrasal verbs and their structure. I'm gonna share a little bit my screen so I can show you what we did or what are the results that we had. Okay, um, phrasal verbs. Where were they? Okay, yeah, phrasal verbs. We're gonna look at the structure. We're gonna study the structure. So where the word order of the phrasal verb, meaning the the object position where you should position the object, the direct object in in a phrasal verb. Okay, some phrasal verbs are transitive, so they need a direct object. Some of them are intransitive, so we don't need to worry about the direct object. But probably the more tricky ones or the trickier ones are the ones who are transitives. They need a subject and sorry, they need an object, and it has some rules where to put it. Like for example, in the case of pick up, which is a very common phrasal verb, probably is in the top 10 most common phrasal verbs. Um, there are sentences like pick up pick Jane up. So it's like collect her or go for that person. Okay, so you can pick Jane up, you can pick up Jane. So it means the object can be the phrasal verb could be separable or not. It's optional. But even in these cases, if you have the object pronoun, it can only be separable. So you can say pick her up, but you cannot say pick up her. That is not correct. That is an abomination of grammar. But it's very common to make that mistake because it's just a really silly rule. I don't know why is that. Then we have phrasal verbs. Can you all see my? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir, I can.
Yes. Wilson, can you see my screen? Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank
I
you, Matt.
can see it.
Very good. Thank you, Matt. So put him up, put someone up means to give someone shelter, usually for a night. Like for example, uh, last month my friend from London came to Bogota and he didn't have anywhere to stay, and I told him he could stay here. So I put him up for that night, for one night. He was not that friend. He was not so much as a friend. He was just an acquaintance. So I put him up for that night. Okay, that verb can only
That
be
that
separated.
phrasal verb that phrasal verb is only for that context.
Yeah, yeah. It has
Okay.
no other meaning. That's a good thing. Um, but then you have another one that is very similar, but it's not the same. Is put up with someone, okay, or with something, okay. Um, Like my sister is very annoying. She's a pain in the behind, and she's a pain in the neck, and she comes every month, and I have to put up with her. And so it means I have to tolerate her even though I don't like her or something like that. So it's someone that you don't really tolerate or a situation that you don't really tolerate, and then you have to do it. So in that case, we have a phrasal verb that it has two prepositions or two words, or it's a three word. They call it three word phrasal verb. Okay. One thing I want to clarify about phrasal verbs. Today we're not gonna do that class, but I just wanted to tell you, phrasal verbs is a word or is a term that is it was coined by academics. Phrasal verbs don't exist really. They are just normal verbs. If you ask a native, it's like I think that phrasal verbs are really difficult. It's like what are phrasal verbs? Oh, like pick up. Is that a phrasal verb? It's just a normal verb. For them, there is no difference between pick someone up or collect someone. Um, There is no difference between pick someone out or select something. It's just the same verb. Some of them has a different level of formality. Some of them are just so for native, they have no idea what a phrasal verb is. And if you tell them what it is, he said like this one is just a verb. What is so special about that
Yes,
verb?
because they are not into grammar.
Yeah, they are not into grammar, and because that grammar that word or that term was coined by grammarians. What is coined? I'm gonna write that. Coined that that term was coined by grammar, grammarians. Okay, the term phrasal verb was coined by grammarians. It doesn't exist in language. It's just verbs for them. But they know that people that were learning languages, they were gonna have problems. Sorry, people that were learning English that come from different languages, they wouldn't know, or they were not going to know what a phrasal verb is. So so they decided to put any word to that. So they decided to call it phrasal verbs, but it doesn't really exist. So in that sense, you need to know that they're just verbs, and we just need to learn them by heart. There's no other way. Sometimes they make sense. Sometimes you say, oh well, it's not that bad. Like for example, Look for. Yeah, you can say, well, look and for may make sense. It made sorry, it might make sense that it means to search. But if you see verbs like turn up, like turn
Teacher,
up,
what is the difference between look out and look away?
look out and look away. They're well, actually, they are totally different verbs. Look away. It could mean it has a meaning as a phrasal verb, but I don't know that meaning. Look away means just don't look at me. Look the other way. Okay, so look away.
Okay.
Don't look at me or don't look to that place. Um, also,
Look out is
and
like looking far away.
no,
Eh,
look out and
bueno, abajo también hay una biblioteca.
okay, look out and watch out. They both mean be careful. Hey, look out. Hey, Viviana,
Chat.
how are you?
Is be careful.
Yeah, just be careful. And usually,
What's up?
it's used in imperative. It's used in imperative. So
I
look out.
thought that it was when, for example, if you see a plane in heaven, you say, "Hey, look out," something like
No,
that.
no. You say look up, look up. Yeah, you
Uh,
can say look out the window, and it means just look outside the window. Okay, so sometimes they have the literal meaning, like look out the window. But if you said it like usually in imperative, like you say what, watch out or look out, they mean oh man, be careful, be careful. Okay, look out, there's a car coming, or look out, you may fall in down the stairs. So it has two different meanings. Like for example, can think of like turn up, turn up.
No.
Andrea, how are you? Andrea, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Hi, teacher.
Andrea,
Hi, teacher. Teacher.
yes, I can hear you, but very far away.
Okay.
Can you get closer to the microphone or to the mic or to the computer? I don't know, because I could hear you, but really, really far away. Okay, we're gonna wait for Andrea to settle a little bit, and I'll continue. Okay, so turn up. Turn up is one of these verbs that doesn't make sense. Like you think on turn something, just and then up, and it doesn't mean any of that. Turn up means to arrive. Okay, so for example, Andrea just turned up in the conversation. Okay, or yes, or I hope she turns up because she's not. Yes, she hasn't answered. Um, what else? Turn out. There are too many. It's like I kind of start giving you examples. They are endless. There are way too many. Uh, but one thing is some of them are really intuitive. Like you can maybe figure out. Figure out is another
for
word.
example, this one work off. It's completely different of the meaning in Spanish.
What does it mean work off? I don't know honestly. Work off
Desahogarse.
makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, because
Seriously?
off. Yeah, off means sometimes mean to let out things. So work off. I like it. Actually, but what does it mean? Like yeah, to let it out, but in an active way, or just work off your anger or how do you use it? Because that's the other thing. One thing is the meaning, and the other thing is how do you use it. Uh, uh,
Well, once I used it with a friend who were sad because her boyfriend cheated on her, so I told her, "Don't worry, just cry, work it off."
work it off. Okay. you know, uh, because then if you know enough phrasal verbs, you start seeing like they have some sense. Um, have you seen this one? Shake it off. Shake it off. It's very
Uh,
specific. It's ridiculously specific because it's only in these cases when you hit your hand or some usually your hand or something is just like oh and you do this that means shake it off like it's in your hand, the pain is in your hand and you're trying to shake it off your hand. So it's a little bit stupid but I really like it. And then there are so many other phrasal verbs that branch out from these kind of verbs. Like for example, if you if you hit your pinky, your pinky toe with the base of the bedroom, I don't know, but the base of the bed, and then you and you say walk it off. Walk it off means to walk until the pain goes away. It's like walk it on. Or when you fall in the street and your knee hurts, like just walk it off. It means to relieve the pain or to get rid of the pain by walking, which sometimes is stupid. It won't go away. Sometimes the best thing is to stay put, don't do anything. But yeah, so I think work off is one of these family of verbs. I haven't heard it. It's the first time I heard that one. Thank you. By the way, it's a new vocabulary for me. But yeah, it may come up from this family of phrasal verbs. Anyway, phrasal verbs are really fun because they give a lot of color to the speech. If you use not all phrasal verbs, they are not particularly. Hey, Kenner, you're back. Always
hi,
from
teacher.
yeah, always from streets. What are you doing? Are you in the streets?
No, teacher, I am at home.
Okay, so you have a like a backyard.
Yes,
Um,
teacher.
yeah, it's nice. I don't have that. Okay, so yes, phrasal verbs are fun to study, and I think it's worth to include it in the topic list because there are certain things which phrasal verbs are separable, which are inseparable. You cannot separate them. Usually, the one with three words like put someone sorry put up with someone like tolerate is inseparable. You can never break it apart. You should always keep it together, and the object goes at the end. Or look forward to. Look forward to is a three word phrasal verb, and it can't be separated. It always has to be together. So there are too many, and there are certain. One thing is you should know how to use it in context. Sometimes it's better. I learn a new word and I don't use it until I heard it in context. Until I hear someone that uses it in context. Okay. So, Kainer, we were talking about the inclusion or the addition of a new topic, the topic list. I'm gonna share the screen a little bit, so we can all see it. So there are phrasal verbs, like gonna make full sentences. I have, I had to, I had to pick Jane up, or or I had to pick up Jane or pick her up, but you cannot say pick up her. We'll go through the rules in a moment. I think there is no specific context where where we can study that sentence, that topic. So we will have
Oh,
to see. I think we could do it like in every session we can study a couple of verbs or a couple of family of verbs, because there are way too many. There are way too many, and we should know at least at the top 100 or the top 50 most common phrasal verbs. They are they are really nice to teach. And as I said, they give color to your speech. They give color to your um, to your language. Okay, because they are used in English language, uh, especially the most common. Okay, so. Uh, Andrea, are you okay? Can you hear me now? Can you speak now? Because I couldn't hear you the first time. Andre, Viviana. Oh, maybe I'm saying the wrong name. No, but I think it's both. He has both names. I don't know. I think I can hear you, but I don't anymore. Okay, Kenner, how are you doing?
Teacher, I am very well.
Very
Uh,
good.
I see different people today.
Yeah, yeah. Last time there were different. There was a different crowd. Majerly didn't show up. She was my tech support girl. That she showed up. Maybe I don't know. She hasn't answered. She's very strange. Um, Wilson, are you still there? I can see your picture, but I can't see you. Wilson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Do you
I'm
know any
here.
phrasal verb? Do you know any phrasal verbs? Do you
Sir,
know any phrasal verbs that we haven't mentioned?
please, can you repeat me?
Have you, sorry, do you know any other phrasal verb that we haven't mentioned so far?
I understood so far, so good.
Okay, good. But do you know any phrasal verbs?
Um, facial verbs. Well, I know different kind of facial verbs.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I know facial verbs separable and separable.
Very good.
Also, three particulars.
Okay.
Therefore, is complicated or difficult learning facial verbs.
Okay. So you got like three levels of phrasal verbs? Yes?
It's so difficult for all to read because uh, it's used more in the context
Yes.
as idioms or idiomatic
Yes.
expressions.
Okay. Some of them.
example, mm, do be guest, do be guest, we can use when there are many people in the shoot or a table mm, with a even or we are eating food. Then somebody or someone say, yes,
We get. Can you write it down? Because I don't recognize that one. Could you write it down for us?
yes. Let's continue.
Write it down. Because, maybe.
Um, I write down in the chat.
Thank you. Please, please do.
Ah,
My cat is making a mess here, man. Just 1 second. Nice. I love cats, but they are a mess. Okay, you big, big ghost. You big.
expression.
Okay, you, you biggest. I haven't heard that one. Let me check. Now you make me, because I'm learning new things here.
Is different. Is expression verb. Is an expression. Idiomatic expression. Um, is similar. Our phrasal verb.
Similar to what? Sorry. Okay. So, Kainer, are you there? I can't see you. I'll be back with you, Wilson, in a moment. Kainer, are you gone? I can't see you. Need to see your
No,
faces. Hello, man. Kainer, have you heard the topic of phrasal verbs before? Like phrasal verbs.
uh, phrasal verbs are the verbs that they have two words, no?
Yeah. You
Uh,
have some return in your communications. You have a little bit of return, like echo. You have a little bit of echo in your.
I don't know.
It's gone. It's fine now. It's fine. Just keep speaking. Okay. So you were saying phrasal verbs are verbs that
They have two words. For example, grab. Um, no,
get up.
grab,
Yeah, get
levantarse,
up.
pick up. mm,
Any other? I know, I know it happens to me sometimes when I try to think of a new verb. I can't really think of any. I forget the example. They escape me. Okay, so one more thing is just to show you how strange for English people or for natives to talk about phrasal verbs. Like for us, for example, get up is a very obvious verb. You get up. You wake up. Okay, wake up is a phrasal verb. Has two words, but it's not really a phrasal verb. Some people said phrasal verbs are only those who are counterintuitive, that you don't know what it means. Like for example, turn out or turn up. You say, "Oh, I don't know. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't what you think it is. It is not." And you say, "Well, get up or wake up." Okay, but other people said, "Well, phrasal verbs are any verb that has two or more words, and that's it." So they don't agree on which are phrasal verbs. Some say, well, verbs that mean something different. Some say had defined. Some people had this defined phrasal verbs as verbs that when you add a preposition, they change the meaning of the verb. That is one meaning of phrasal verb, but it's very much man-made. This is not in language. Okay. Wilson has wrote UBGS. UBGS. We can use when there are many people in a place. Another person can be take something first. Something be take something first. Okay. I think it's yeah. Is more like you said, Wilson. Is more like an idiomatic expression, which is different.
Yeah.
Um, which is different. Idioms. I love idioms. Also, very very nice, very cultural. Uh, they have many meanings. Uh, Sorry, they have very cultural meanings. They only mean one thing. They are usually said like sayings or expressions that mean something. But some people consider phrasal verbs as idiomatic expressions. Some people said those a completely different thing, and it means it is phrasal verbs should be studied only structurally or morphologically. It means by the words. If it has two or more words, it's a phrasal verbs. Is a phrasal verb. But some people said no, only if they are idiomatic. It only has meaning for the culture, but that is even more difficult to define. So I don't know. It doesn't matter. We need to learn them. So it's not very important. This is a discussion for academics and grammarians, which are very boring people, and it doesn't make sense to have such deep discussions about something that should be learned. That's it. How we learned it is a different story, and many people can disagree on that. Okay, but anyway, phrasal verbs are going to be one of the topics of the class. Okay, so today I want to share two topics with you. It was a little bit of conditionals. I wanted to make a small introduction about conditionals. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna share a little bit of of my screen. So first of all, what do you think conditionals are useful? Okay, what are conditionals useful for? How many conditionals do you know, Kainer? How many conditionals do you know?
Conditional if
Yeah, very good. If. If is the connector, yeah. And what? Actually, there are many. You can use when, whenever, um, whenever, um, as long as. There are many connectors. There are the connectors or the conditional connectors for the condition.
words,
Which one?
linking words,
Linking words. Yeah, connecting words, linking words that actually connect the two parts because conditionals they have two parts. So that's a good start. One one part of that sentence is the condition, and the second part of the sentence is the result. Okay, so once the condition is given, the result is produced. If I ask her out, she will say no. For example, this is a very realistic conditional. If I ask Angelina Jolie out, she will say no. Probably, most certainly. Okay. If I don't study, I will fail the exam. Okay. If only. Very good. Well, that's a very good one. If only she look at me, I could, I don't know, I could ask her out. I don't know. But if only is a good one. There are tons of connectors that you could use to connect the condition and the results. We are gonna focus a little bit on if and when, and the others are a little bit more specific to certain conditionals. Okay, so there are five kinds of conditionals. I'm gonna share the presentation, and we're gonna try to make some examples of it. Okay, just give me a second. Oh, sorry. Okay. Could you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes,
you're seeing my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Um, Kainer, Wilson, Andres, you all see my screen, right?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
We
Okay,
can
good.
see.
yeah,
Very good. Okay, so cases, structures, and relative pronouns. I forget. They are not. We are gonna call them connectors or linking words, as Wilson pointed out. Okay, so these are the main, conditionals that we have. We have conditional zero or zero conditional, which is uh, as I told you, there are two parts. There are two parts. Let me use uh, something. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, let's use this one. Okay, so we got the condition or the if clause because it always has the if connector, and it has usually it is separated by a comma, and then you have the main clause or the result clause. Okay, a clause is a sentence. Okay, a clause is a sentence that usually is linked to another sentence. Okay, so then we have the zero conditional that is used in present simple for the condition, and in present simple for the result.
Connector.
It's usually used for general facts, like for example, if you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. Okay, calientas agua a 100 grados, herve. Well, at least on Earth. and so it's for general facts and for usually you can use them for rules. Like for example, in football, if the goalkeeper touch the ball outside the goal area, is a fault. Okay, so usually to express rules, you can use present simple. There is a couple of real factor or factual situations where you can use
Estudiando, hermano.
zero conditional.
Estudiando.
Okay, so and then you have first conditional, which is present simple for the condition, and future simple for the result clause. Okay, it's used for real facts, things that are real, and it could happen in a near or far future. Like for example, if I if we finish our or when we finish our class, I will I will eat something because I'm starving. Okay, so if when I finish my class, I will eat something. So in this case, you can use if when the possibility that this condition is given is 50-50, or when I can write this. I'm really bad to use this one. You can use when. I'm gonna try to do it. Very difficult with this mouse. You can use when the situation is just like 90% sure that it's gonna happen. It's a matter of time. Okay, so as soon as it's una cuestión de tiempo. When you use if, it's a probability. It might happen. It might not happen. When you use when, it's like 90 to 100% sure. It's just time. You're just waiting for the situation to happen. Okay, so the class is gonna finish at some point. Okay, and then as soon as the situation is presented, then you have a result. When I finish my class, I will eat a sandwich or something. Or today is Friday. Okay, so we're gonna see this second conditional, first conditional, and second conditional. Um, okay, but for now, you just need to know that there are two parts: the condition and the main clause or the result clause. Okay, let's practice a little bit of first conditional. Today is Friday. What are you gonna do after you finish the class? What will you do when you finish the class? Andres, what will you do when you finish the class?
In the second clause, when I finish the class, I'm going to have dinner.
I'm going to. So you can replace going to. You can replace going to you can replace will with going to. No problem. It's future in both cases. Okay. So when you finish the class, Andres, you said when I finish the class, Andres,
Yes,
uh, what did you say? When I finish the class, I will.
I will have dinner.
Okay, I'll have dinner. I will have dinner. I'm going to have dinner. Both are correct. Very good. Kana, my man, where are you?
Yes, teacher. I am
Okay.
here.
Very good. What will you do when you finish the class?
When finish the class, I will do a video.
You will make a video. Okay.
Okay. Make a
Very
video.
good.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Um. Andres, ask Kainer what he will do. What he will do if someone ask him out for a beer.
Kenner, what would you do if
Someone
If someone asks you to go for for a beer,
Very good. Excellent. What would you do if someone asks you for a beer? Ask you out for a beer? Trainer,
Yes,
what will you do if someone asks you out for a beer, for a drink?
for a sorry, teacher. I
I,
don't
I will
understand.
I'll, I will write you.
Teacher, I can't to see the I can't to see the chat.
Okay. You can let me just a second. If someone Can you see it? Can you see the chat now?
No, teacher, I can't to see the chat because I am watching in cell phone
On the cell phone. No, no, no. I'm gonna write it if I share my.
screen. Yes, your screen.
Very good. Let me a second. Just a second. Mm, more difficult than I think.
Okay.
Okay. So FY. Hmm. Ah, bad idea in this one. There you go. Okay. Can you see it? What will you do? What will you
Yes, yes.
do if someone asks you out for a beer after class?
I do accept that invitation.
Sorry? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So what would you do, my friend? What will you do if someone
Mm,
asks you for a beer?
I accept that invitation.
You'll accept the invitation, of course. We all. I need a beer urgently. What about you, Kainer? Would you go out for a beer after class?
I could say I don't drink. I don't drink beer.
Okay.
I can drink a gaseosa.
Yeah, very good. How would you say in English? Um, uh, si salgo esta noche, no tomaré una cerveza. If
If I left this night,
if I
Fine.
go out, if I go out,
God left this night, I will not drink a beer.
I will not drink a beer. Perfect, my friend. Excellent. Okay. Um, Wilson. Wilson.
Mm, yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay. Very good. If you drink a beer, what beer will you drink? What brand of beer?
Mm,
What brand of beer would you drink if you got for a beer? Very good. This is the question. What brand of beer will you drink if you go out for a beer?
if someone can wait a moment, please.
It's okay. Take your time, man. We have we have time. We have plenty of time.
I will drink mm, the brand Reds
Red
if I go out for a beer.
for a beer. Okay, so Reds. You say Reds?
Yes, sir.
Do you like Reds?
I prefer Reds,
Red.
brand Reds.
Okay. Ask me what brand of beer I like. Ask me what brand of beer I like.
Thank you. What brand of beer do you like?
Very good. Excellent. What what brand of beer do you like? Excellent. I don't know. Probably I loved Corona before. I loved the Corona one. But I don't drink beer.
Oh,
I don't drink beer anymore. I don't like to drink beer. Just like I prefer tequila. I love tequila. Yes, it's very nice.
I
Um,
I
yeah,
will I will I will drink Duff beer Duff.
Duff like the Simpsons brand. Yeah, it's good. It must be good. Yeah. Um. Okay. So you all okay. Andres, I had a very good question, man. I forgot one. Okay, are you going out tonight? Tonight's Friday. You are in Argentina? You are in Buenos Aires. So
Yes, I'm going out tonight,
okay,
but just for dinner because I have I have the flight for tomorrow at 6 a.m. But I gotta be in the airport at 1 a.m. or 2.
okay, very good. So how would you say in English? Si me tomo una cerveza, no me levanto mañana. No me levantaré mañana.
If I drink a beer, I won't get up tomorrow.
Very good. Nobody will. Yes, very good. No, that happened to me. I used to be able to drink and wake up early to work, but now I am 40 and I can't do it anymore. So I don't drink. Actually, I don't drink that much. When I drink a lot, but very very how do you say? Very scarcely, like very far apart, like once every 2 months or something. Like I don't drink anymore. I can't drink anymore. My
Wow.
hangovers. I had terrible terrible hangovers.
Okay.
Yeah, the next day, dry mouth, dehydrated, headache, hangovers. Okay, have you heard that expression? Hangover.
Yes.
Okay, you
I
can
don't
say,
know.
how would
There
you?
is a song that is named Hangover.
Yeah, the movie Hangover is very good one. Okay, the
Ah,
Hangover, Andres,
Hangover. What?
Andres, Andres, can you explain what a hangover is?
Hangover is when you drink too much, and at the other day you get up and you're like sick. Your head, you have headache, and everything is too noisy, and
Yeah,
that. Just
very good. Yeah, very good description. ¿Cómo decimos al otro día? Y al otro día.
the other
other
day,
day,
Okay. When
the
you're
next day.
talking the next day, very good. When you're talking about the sequence of days, you say the
the
next
next
day,
day,
the next day. Okay, the next day. The other days, any other day, could be yesterday, tomorrow, or forward or backwards in time. But the next day is forward, always forwards in time. Um, very good. Um, okay. No more questions. 'Cause I cannot know. Okay. Kainer, what plans do you have for tomorrow?
What plan I do for tomorrow? I I don't have many plan. I'm going to be on the church at the church
To be
at
be
9
to be in church. To be in church.
and just at 9.
Yeah. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Wilson, ask me if I have plans for tomorrow. Ask me if I have plans for tomorrow. Wilson, are you there?
for me,
Okay. Ask me if I have plans for tomorrow.
yes, sir. I've got plans for tomorrow.
Okay.
I
What?
must make my individual and collaborative works.
You're doing your what? You're doing what? Sorry, I couldn't hear the last part.
My task works and
My your tasks, your tasks.
the I do my task work tomorrow. And study in the desert task.
Okay, good, excellent. Okay, good. Um, ask
Thank
me, ask me the same question. Ask me the same question. Pregúntame hazme la misma pregunta a mí en inglés.
Ah, have you got plans tomorrow? Have you got plans tomorrow?
Very good. You make it different. Have you got plan tomorrow? Okay, got
Yes,
plans
sir.
tomorrow. Excellent. I'm traveling to my hometown. I'm traveling to see my mom. Uh, Andres, ask me what I will do. Ask me what I will do when I arrive to my hometown.
What would you do, or what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Perfect. Or what will you do? Either. No problem.
Okay. What are you going to do when you get to your hometown?
Um, I will probably take a shower because it's very hot there. So as soon as I can say, as soon as
Si
I
has
arrive
pronto con
in my
desde
hometown, I will have a shower. Okay, as soon as I arrive in my hometown, I will have a shower or I will take a shower because it's extremely hot there. And yeah, so probably that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I will move forward a little bit in the presentation. Just to explain a couple of things about the structure of the conditional sentences. Okay, the structure and usage. Okay, there are always a condition and a result. We have seen that. Okay. Okay. The condition sentence has a relative pronoun or a linking word, as Wilson said, the linking word. When, whenever, as soon as, unless. There are many others. We are going to see it a little uh, bit by bit. Okay. The condition and the result are interchangeable. This is very important because so far we have said always the condition first and then the results. But as well as in Spanish, we can do it the other way around. We can set first the result, then the condition. So I'm just gonna use this example here. This example, if it rains, okay. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. Si llueve, cancelaremos el paseo. Okay. But I can easily say we will cancel the trip if it rains. That's perfectly. You know, you can say that and it doesn't change the meaning. Okay, at all. It's just the same thing. Okay. The only difference that you may need to know is that if the condition goes first, it always has to take a comma after the condition. But if the result goes first, then you don't need a comma. Okay, so you can say we will cancel the trip if it rains. No problem, no comma. Okay, that's that's another way to say it. Only this, maybe. I have to take this off. Okay, so if you study, you will pass the exam. Okay, you will pass the exam if you study. Okay, so it doesn't change any of the meaning. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're going to continue. Okay, if the condition goes first, then the and then the result clause must be separated by a comma. I just explained that, so no problem. Okay, zero conditional or zero conditional or present conditional. This is the easiest of the conditionals. Remember because you use present simple tense in both clauses of the sentence. Okay, so if plus present simple, comma present simple. Okay, this conditional is easy because you don't have to remember which clause goes first or which verb tense is used. Okay, so you can interchange it. There is no problem because it's the same tense. It's present simple. You just have to remember that is for facts and general truths, habits and daily routines. They have the same meaning or the same usage that present simple. Okay, rules, directions, instructions. Okay, so for example, yeah, if you want to give a direction, like for example, how to get to my house. So, for example, you will say, as soon as you get off the bus, you take the next street. And When you find a corner, turn around. So you can use present simple and imperative in this case to give directions. Okay, para dar directions son instrucciones. Instructions is different. Instructions is more like lessons. It has to do with education. Okay, in this case, it's more directions. Son instrucciones in inglés. Okay, very good. Let's move forward. When can be used instead of if. Okay, in some cases you can say either. Pueden decir cualquiera de las dos. You can say either. Are you all seeing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Just checking. Okay. When I cook when I cook fish, the house always smells. Okay. So remember that it smells when you don't add any adjectives, it means bad. Okay. So if something smells, it means it smells bad. Okay. So when I cook fish, the house smells. Or you can say, I always or you, I always smoke when I drink. Okay. When I got when I go to the movies, I eat a bag of popcorn. Okay. Um, when it rains, it pours. This is an English proverb. I don't know why I included here. It's an English saying. Um, when I'm sad, I go shopping. That's stupid, but okay. I listen to my iPod when I go jogging. Okay, this is a good thing. For example, let's try with Andres. What do you usually do when you're sad?
Um, I um, I listen to music.
Okay, when I'm sad.
I listen to music when I'm sad.
Very good, excellent. So it's easy because it's present simple, present simple. The only thing that you need to concentrate is in the connector. When, that's it. I listen. Ask me the same question.
What do you do when you are sad?
Very good. I watch a movie. I usually watch a movie. I usually watch comedies or stand-up comedies. I think stand-up comedies are better than comedies. Um, or I listen to very sad music. Like I don't know, I don't know, Pink Floyd or something like that. I listen to Pink Floyd when I'm sad. Okay, I don't know what I do when I'm sad. Sometimes I do really stupid things. Okay, Kainer, what do you do when you're love sick? What is love
When I
sick?
love,
Love sick.
¿Cómo?
love,
Kainer,
sick,
do
love sick,
you know what love sick it means?
despechado,
Love sick.
despechado, love sick.
Yeah, very good. What do you excellent, yeah. You're heartbroken.
Uh,
What do you do
when
when
I
you
when I love sick, I ah, se me escapa la palabra en inglés. I am sad.
yeah
Um,
when I'm
I
love sick
I watch TV. I listen music. I listen to music.
okay, good, excellent. Okay, love sick, heart means heartbroken or broken 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 hearted. Okay, love sick is the same as heartbroken or broken hearted.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. What do you do, Wilson? What do you do when?
I
Yeah.
usually
What do you do when it rains? Wilson, what do you do when it rains? Wilson?
Please write down in the chat.
Sorry?
Professor, please write down
Okay,
in the
good.
chat.
You do when it rains. What do you do when it rains?
Entonces yo cuando llueve, I usually use an umbrella.
You what? Sorry?
I usually use an umbrella. Eso es
And
lo que eso es
I
lo que
didn't
hago cuando llueve.
I didn't understand the last part, man.
I write down in the chat.
Please, thank you. My computer has a very crappy sound. Um, no, everyone is complicated. Okay. Sorry, I I tune out for a second. When it rains, I use an umbrella. When it rains, I use an umbrella. Very good. I I actually when it rains, I love when it rains. First of all, because it's a very good excuse to stay in. I prefer to stay in, so I usually stay in. Okay. Um. Okay. So I'm just gonna move forward a little bit with the presentation. Okay. Everyone can see my screen again. The screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No,
Okay. Good. No, you can't. You can't. Can you see it? You can't see it, can you? Wilson, can you see it? Can you see my screen? Hmm. Okay. So you can use
Listen,
in
listen,
yes.
I can see it.
Very good. Thank you. Um. So you can change when uh with if in some cases, not all the time. Okay. If I cook fish, the house will always smell. Um, I always smoke if I drink. I go if I go to the movies, I eat a bag of popcorn. When it rains, it pours. Can't change that one because it's an expression. If I'm sad, I go shopping. I listen to my iPod if I go jogging. What is the difference to say when or if? It's just a matter of possibility and the possibility of the condition. Okay, so it means I I don't cook fish. The first one, sorry, in the first one, it means I don't cook fish. But if I cook fish, the house smells. Okay, it means in the second one, I always smoke when I drink, or I always smoke if I drink. It means I don't usually drink. Okay, so it's not. It's just like 50-50 that I'm going to drink or that I will drink. But if I do, I will smoke or I smoke. Okay, if I go to the movies, I eat a bag of popcorn. Same thing. It's just a matter of possibilities. How often do you go to the movies, or what probability there is that I go to the movies? Okay, so if it's 50-50, if I go to France, I learn French. Okay, or I will learn French. If I say when I go to France. So when I go means that I'm going to go 100% sure. Just a matter of time. It's cuestión de tiempo that I'm going to go to France. If I say if I go to France, well, means that it's just possible. It is possible, but it's not probable, or is not certain. Definitely, it's not certain that I'm going to go to France. Okay, so that's if it's a possibility, when it's a matter of time. It's going to happen, just waiting for the moment to come up. Okay, that's the main difference between these two. Okay, unless unless can also be used instead of if and with a negative sentence. This is a little bit more specific. I'll show you the this is the last exercise we're gonna do because we are running out of time, and probably this is the last exercise that we're gonna check. Okay, so for example, I can't drive if I don't have my glasses. Okay, I can't drive if I don't have my glasses. No puedo manejar si no tengo mis anteojos o mis gafas. Okay, you can change these. You can change this for unless. I can drive unless I have my glasses. What do you think unless mean in English? In Spanish, sorry. What do you think
Al
unless?
menos,
A
al
menos.
menos.
Very good, Wilson. A menos que, o al menos que tenga. No puedo manejar a menos que tenga mis anteojos, mis gafas. Okay. Um, So unless always goes with sentences uh, in um in a affirmative sentence, because unless is negative. Okay, so remember, some negatives, they cannot be together because it would produce a double negative sentence, which is not allowed. Okay, you can't drive a car if you can't drive a car. Sorry, you can't drive a car if you don't have license. Okay. Uh, Andres, can you do that with unless? Can you do this example sentence with the word unless instead of if, don't?
You can drive a car unless you have a license.
Perfect. You can't drive a car unless you have license. Okay. Uh, if it's cold, if it's not cold, I don't turn the heat on. Okay. Kainer, can you do that in using the
More
word
difficult.
unless?
Teacher, this is more difficult.
A little bit, yeah, probably. But I think Wilson,
Okay, why, why?
let's take the last
Yes,
one.
second.
This is the most difficult. Okay, if it's not cold, you don't turn. I don't turn the heat on. Okay, si no hace frío, no voy a encender la calefacción. No enciendo la calefacción, perdón. Okay, ¿cómo dirías? Si no hace frío, a menos que haga frío,
Unless
no enciendo la calefacción.
unless it is cool, it is not cool. I don't turn the heat on.
Okay, unless, again, unless,
Unless it is not cool.
okay,
Unless it is not cool, I don't turn the heat on.
okay. Unless can only be with affirmative sentences. Unless, a menos que sea frío, que sí sea frío, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Unless,
Unless it is cool.
We can say that backwards.
sorry,
We can say that backwards, upside down, up down.
I don't know which one.
Um, I mean that if we can say that phrase backwards,
But,
like I don't turn the unless it's not cold.
okay, unless, yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, yeah. You mean the other way around? Yes, of course, you can do that. Remember, the condition and the result are interchangeable. You can use, you can change it, you can change the position. Okay? Yes. Okay, Kainer. So again, what's the answer? What's the answer? Un- Unless,
Unless unless it is cool. Unless it's cool. Or
yeah, unless it's cold, it's perfect. Unless it's cold,
mm-hmm, I don't heat on.
I
I
don't
don't
turn.
turn. I don't turn the heat on.
Very good. Unless it's cold,
Cool.
I don't turn the heat on. Perfect.
The heat on.
Unless it's cold, I don't turn the
Cool.
heat on. Very good. Um, sorry, Wilson. This is the most difficult. they usually don't trans. They usually don't transfer the money if the product doesn't arrive on time. Okay. Ellos normalmente no transfieren el dinero si el producto no llega a tiempo. Okay. How would you say that, Wilson?
They don't transfer the money unless they
It is done
transfer the money.
the money and the product doesn't arrive on time.
Okay, Wilson. They don't transfer the money uh, if the product doesn't arrive on time. So it would be they don't transfer the money. The only part that you have to change is this one. You change
Hmm.
if.
Unless the product doesn't arrive on time, they usually
Okay,
don't transfer the money.
okay. Remember, unless can only be with affirmative sentences. So you cannot say unless and doesn't. So unless,
Ah, okay.
unless the products
Unless the product doesn't arrive on time, they usually don't transfer the money.
okay. So just one small mistake. Unless the product arrives on time. Okay? Doesn't arrive, no, because unless doesn't go with negative. You have to change negative to positive. And we'll see negative to affirmative, sorry. And we'll see in future examples that maybe we could do it the other way around. Unless if it's affirmative with if, it will go negative in with unless. But for now we stay like unless and doesn't or don't, they don't go together. So unless the product arrives on time, they don't transfer the money. Okay? And they usually don't transfer the money unless the product arrives on time. Good? Okay, the last one. Can you see it?
I understood.
Okay. Um,
I
Kainer,
already understood.
okay. Um, Kainer, can you see the last sentence?
No, teacher. It, uh, I can say the last sentence.
No, you can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see.
No,
You can see.
no. Yes.
Yes.
You should go personally. It is not possible to book a ticket.
Very good. If you don't go
Unless,
personally, if it
okay, okay. Unless you go personally, it is not possible to book a ticket.
to book a ticket, very good, excellent. Unless
Yes,
you go, unless you go
yes.
personally, unless you go personally, it's
Unless
not
you go
possible
personally,
to book
it's
a
not
ticket.
possible to book a ticket.
Very good. Yeah. Okay. So I think we have to leave it for now there. Here. We are going to review this topic in the next class. We're gonna finish the presentation, and we're gonna start seeing well, zero conditional is fun because it's for general things. I'm just gonna stop sharing my my thing. Okay, so zero conditional is usually for general things, the thing that always happens. When it rains, there's a lot of traffic. Always happens, you know. It's just matter of time. Okay, you can use it with whenever, always, every time it rains. uh,
Almost,
which one?
almost,
Almost.
Al-
fácil,
Almost.
almost.
No, always. I think it's always the one who always rain. It always rains. Hmm, I got lost. No, when it rains, um it always get wet.
Sleep,
I don't
sleep,
know.
sleeping.
Like, when it rains, there is always traffic in Bogota. I can only think of the traffic in Bogota when it rains. It's just terrible. Okay, so we're gonna talk about before just to finish this interaction. We're gonna talk about general things like feelings. For example, what do you do? What do you do when you're upset or frustrated? Or what do you do when you feel disappointed? Okay, that's a very good one. Do you know what disappointed mean? Disappointed. What is disappointed?
That's like accept you.
Uh, yes, poor dog. Poor dog. What I
It,
what I happened to that dog?
is yes, you know.
Okay, the neighbor is just mistreating the
Okay,
dog.
the neighbor. Yes, yes.
Okay. Um, So disappointed, disappointed. For example, disappointed has to do with expectations. Okay, if you expect something good to happen,
Decepcionado.
very good, Wilson. When you expect something good and it doesn't happen, or it happens the other way, then you're disappointed. Like, for example, if you really like a girl and then you go and talk to her and it's really, really silly and it's not really interesting, then you're disappointed because she was so beautiful and you thought she was going to be interesting, but she isn't because she's boring or she's silly or whatever. Then you're disappointed because your expectations about that person were high, and then you realize it's not nice. As Wilson said in Spanish, is decepcionado. So what do you do? What do you usually do when you're disappointed? What do you usually do when you're disappointed, Andres? Andres? So either Andres is very, very still, or is her screen got frozen. Yeah, she actually left. Okay. Um, he's coming back, I'm sure. Kainer, what do you do when you're disappointed?
when I
Yeah.
disappointed,
Disappointed, yes. What do you do when you're disappointed? ¿Qué haces cuando estás decepcionado de alguien?
okay.
¿Qué haces cuando estás decepcionado de alguien?
When I disappointed of some, I usually uh, I don't speak with him. I don't speak with him, or I I am very sad.
Oh, yeah, very good. Sometimes you get sad because you were expecting more from that person. Yes, it usually happens. Yeah. Okay. What do you do? Wilson, what do you do when you're really, really hungry? Hungry, when you are
I look, I'm looking for food.
for to cook.
I look,
Food.
You look for food. Look for food. Yes, Wilson.
desert.
Very good. Okay, you're back.
Sorry, the internet gone, but it's back.
Okay. Okay. How do you say when the internet is? What is the expression for that?
It's gone.
The
It's not
internet.
working good.
You can say broke down. You can say
Broke down.
broke down, or you can say no, or is down. Okay. Sorry, the internet is down. Okay. And
Okay.
when it comes back, it's not really gone. It's just off. Okay. And when it's back, you
Yeah.
say, "Oh, the internet is back on. The internet is
Okay.
back on." Hey, very good. It was quick. It was quick. Yeah. Usually
Yes.
when it breaks
And
down here, it's like um it stays down for a long time. So you're lucky. Okay. One more before you go. Okay. What do you do? This is for all of you. What do you do when the internet is down? When there is no internet? What do you usually do when the internet is down?
I take a deep breath.
Okay, very good. But I mean when it's down for a long time, like for 2 or 3 days. What do you do when the internet is down for a long time? For a long time.
If I have things to do of the university, I get stressed, and when I have nothing to do,
I think you're gone again. All right. No, I think it's gone. Okay. I'm gonna ask Kainer while Andres returns. Um, Kainer, what do you do when the internet is down for
Oh,
many hours?
when the internet is bad, another day, the internet was bad, and I know in my house people, and they I know in my house people. They say, uh, "You are your family," and
Okay.
they are and they are very good people. Yes,
Yeah. You got yeah. You got a chance to
and
connect.
nice
Yeah.
people, and nice people. I'm sorry. uh, when there is an internet, I I watch movies in my computer. I watch TV. I'm going to play soccer with my friends
With
and
my
another things.
friend. Okay. Friend. What is how do you pronounce amigos in English, Andres? How do you pronounce
friends,
again?
Friends.
friends,
Okay, very good. So it's only sound it's only one vowel sound. A, it's an A sound, friend. And D, the last D is silent. So actually in the
Friends.
pronunciation friend.
Friends. Okay.
Okay? So no I and no D in this pronunciation. Friends.
E- every day we learn new things. For
New
example,
thing.
I learn that every day we learn new things.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah. Every day you learn anything, and today you learned that. Very good.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Wilson, what do you do when the internet is gone for hours? When the internet is down for hours? Wilson, are you there? Okay. Wilson. Okay, just silent um
microphone.
his mute his microphone. Okay, and Andres, you were saying because when you were saying what you do when your internet is down, actually the internet broke down. So
I get stressed and I take a deep breath. And if
okay,
it takes long to come back on,
yeah.
I start playing on my phone.
Oh, great, great, very good. Kainer, ask me the same question. Ask me the same question.
Teacher, Camilo, how do you do when the internet was down?
Broke down. When the internet breaks down.
Breakdown. Okay.
Breaks down. Very good. I don't know. I get stressed out. I get stressed a lot the first hour. Then I just relaxed and I don't do anything. I usually go to bed. I watch a movie on the VCR or on the DVD player. If I have some movies in the hard drive, I watch them. Which I don't have movies in the hard drive, very few. So is a problem. But usually I try to go out, which is good. I get some walk, and now I'm trying to exercise. So I think if I go several hours without internet, I'll exercise. I'll do some kind of jogging or I don't know, push-ups, or I don't know, whatever comes up to my mind. But yeah, the first hour is pure stress. I just get really stressed and I start cursing. I curse a lot when the internet is down. You know what curse is? Curse. No?
Okay. Very good. Very good. Excellent.
Do
Excellent.
Andres, do you know what do you curse means? Curse. I think Andres is gone again. It's very difficult. Okay, the
I'm
word
here.
curse.
I understand very well.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're back. You're back on. Okay, excellent. Um, so what do you think curse means? Because I curse a lot when the internet is down or breaks down. When the internet breaks down, I curse a lot.
Can you repeat it, please?
When the internet is down or when the internet breaks down, I curse a lot. What
Okay.
do you, what do you think curse mean? Curse.
Curse?
Sorry?
No,
Cur-
curso.
No, this different spelling. Curse curse means saying bad words.
Curse.
Yeah, I
Um,
swear a lot. I swear.
your
Maldición.
curse pasa por ahí.
Ah, the internet is bad there. Okay, sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Es maldición, curse.
Very good. Es maldición o maldecir o decir malas palabras. Okay, swear. Swear also is como jurar también. Swear is to say bad words. And I say a lot of bad words when the internet is down or breaks down. Then a couple of, yeah, like half an hour later when I see, I relax and I just go to bed, read a book, start socializing with people. I try to meet my family, like Kainer said. I try to meet them for the first time. I try to make conversation with my parents. Yeah, is nice after 10 years. So yeah, that's what I do when the internet breaks down. Okay, it's very hard when the internet breaks down in this age of technology. We depend a lot on connection because it's not technology, it's the connectivity. It's the connectivity that we mean. We cannot connect. I can't talk. I cannot chat. I cannot text my friends. Uh, so that's what we are addicted to. We are addicted not only to technology, but we are addicted to the connectivity, to get to the access of information. Before, to get any information, you have to make a field trip to the library and spend like hours there trying to find the information you want. Now it's like almost instant. You check on your cell phone, you check on your computer, and yeah, magic. You got any information you want, most of it at least. Okay, so my friends, it was very nice to have had you in this class. It was very nice. We're gonna finish the conditional ones, and I'm gonna try to structure uh, a sound syllabus with the topics that we have um, that we have seen, that we have presented. If you have any suggestions for the topics, don't hesitate to contact me and just write me down. Teacher, I want this topic to be included in the topic list, and I'll fix it. I'll make it nice in the scheme. Okay, so have a very nice Friday and a very nice weekend, and I'll see you next week on Wednesday at at 4. At I'll see you at 2. The rest of you, I'll see you at 4. And it was very nice to see you. So Kainer, please have um, have fun making your video because you need to
Okay,
make a
teacher.
video. Yeah.
I need to do the
Uh,
video and my 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 city, the
yeah.
description of my city.
Description of your city. Okay, and the video, does the video has to be in English?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, it's an English. It's an English homework.
Hurry
Yes,
up
teacher.
because the time is up for that activity.
Yeah, time's up for any activity. Yes. Okay, man. See you, mates. Take care. Andres, I hope the
Yes,
connection gets better, and I hope you have a nice meal with your friends. I don't know who are you gonna
friends.
go. Yeah. Um.
Friends.
Excellent. So have a nice evening and have a safe flight tomorrow. I hope you make it safe and sound back to Colombia.
Thank you.
Make it safe and sound. Make it safe and sound. Make it is lograrlo. Make it safe and sound to Colombia. So I'll see you next week, man. Okay, Wilson.
Okay.
Wilson, my friend. See you, mates. Have a nice evening. Have a nice weekend. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, man. Thank you all for being in the class. Thank you all for attending. Okay.
Thanks, Professor. Bye bye.
Bye. Take care. See
Okay,
you all.
teacher.
Bye.
See you on the
Bye.
next week. Next week.
See you next week. Okay. Thanks. Bye.